Hello everyone, welcome back to Rebels TV. Victoria Plezen, nil Manchester United 2. Apologies for not doing the preview or match reaction for this game. Sorry, preview or the watch along for this game. Had some stuff to do, but yeah, here for the match reaction. I did actually watch the game yesterday, even while I was busy. And yeah, it was a pretty abysmal performance the first half of Manchester United, but second half made substitutions and yeah, they balanced the game pretty well. Dropped a mistake by Nana for their first goal, but yeah, Rasmus Højlund rescued us with 2 goals, especially the second goal was a lovely striker's finish. And yeah, second half was much better than the first half. But yeah, kind of scrape by. And yeah, we need some questions need to be asked these players. Now we need to do better in future games. So yeah, I've got 80 here with me. So I'm on thoughts on yesterday's game.
Man, I was so close to my prediction. I predicted 1-1, and Hoyland scored a last-minute winner. Well, it wasn't last minute, but it was close to last minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Man, Victoria Plezen, they're a very good. They don't concede a lot of goals, and I think you could kind of tell by yesterday. Yeah, because this team, their offense is bad. I'm sorry, their offense is garbage. I don't write their offense like that, but their defense is tough, man. Because I remember, I think in the Conference League last season, they had like one of the best defensive records, and I think Fiorentina, they only were able to beat them in extra time. So it took Fiorentina like 120 minutes to break them down.
Yeah.
So Victoria Plezen, a very difficult team. Defensively are good, and yeah, for Onana, man. I mean, I was praising Onana a lot this season, but I don't know what's up. I mean, are you concerned with Onana, or you just think it's a rough patch?
No, I am concerned because keep in mind there's a limit. Last season, this is a guy who cost us Champions League football, and now this season he was doing well. Don't get me wrong, he was doing well for a few months, but then he's made 2 mistakes in 2 games in a row. So naturally, I'm gonna belittle him. Like if this was, for example, like if this is his first season, then fine. If it was his first season, then yeah, I wouldn't mind it at all. But it's his second season, and in his first season, he made mistakes which cost us Champions League football, and it's continuing in the second season. So I'm really concerned about that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, let's see what happens to Manchester Derby. Is I'm gonna say this right now. Well, obviously we're gonna preview the Manchester Derby, I believe, tomorrow. But Onana makes a mistake in that Derby. He got to get benched. He has to get benched.
No, but we can't even mention him. Binder, it's not even that good. So
I know, but like you got to like make a statement. You got to bench him because this is unacceptable.
No,
like,
it is
like, or at least you have to like challenge him. You got to like criticize, if like because the thing is I'm not saying he should permanently be a bench player, but I think a lot of times when someone gets benched, a high profile player, you get a reaction of them. And I think that maybe Onana needs that. Maybe you think, oh, I could just do this and get away with it, So, but the thing is, do you think Amorim will do that though?
I don't think he will. The thing is, I think if Amorim has a problem with Onana, I think he'll just try to sell him. He won't bench him.
But yeah, for United, as I said, man, Rashford wasn't great.
Yeah.
Bruno, he was trying a lot, but he wasn't really that great. I mean, I'll give him credit. He got the assist, though, for the second goal, I believe. Yeah, and for United, it's a good response for them after losing at home the weekend to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. And, right now we're in the top 8 in the Europa League. And I think we have our next game. I forgot which team we're playing, but yeah, very favorable team.
Yeah, I think you guys have Rangers at home and then FCSB away. So you have to beat Rangers. And I think we beat Rangers, you're good to go. And FCSB is going to be a difficult one because that's on the road. And FCSB are really good defensively. So they're kind of like Victoria Plezen. But yeah, I mean, and keep in mind, those games are going to take place at late January. So there's a lot of times from there. And yeah, for Fernandez, as I said, man, this team is just, they make it harder for themselves than it should be.
And the thing is as well, I think that, some people were very, very reactionary. They were like, I still don't, I don't know if you disagree with me here, but I really don't understand the hate towards Joshua Zirkzee, because I understand he's a very unusual number 9. But even yesterday, on the ball, he's very technically gifted. I think his hold-up play, ability to get past players, his footwork, I think all that's pretty good. It's just his end product, which lacks a bit. But I feel like a lot of young players are like that, and that can improve in the future. But because he's technically good, you still have something to build on. And I remember, and he was a man of a match contender. He was a man of match. He was a man of match contender against Everton. Scored 2 goals, and yeah, he's only been here for 6 months. And I don't care. I'm tired of this like modern day social media bullshit. Sorry for my language, but like I'm tired of this modern day, nonsense that after 6 months you can label players flop when you can't. You simply can't. There's so many examples. There's Fabinho, Courtois, can't think of anything more. There's a lot of examples of football. I mean, even the likes of Manchester United legends like Patrice Evra and Nemanja Vidic, they were crap in their first few years at the club. Then they became good. So with Xerxes, I don't understand. I don't think he had a good game yesterday. He didn't have a good game yesterday. But people, like, in my opinion, calm down with Xerxes, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? They're criticizing Xerxes more than Mason Mount.
That's mad, actually. I mean, at least Xerxes is playing. At least he's fit.
Yeah, Mason Mount. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chelsea finessed you guys.
But
Chelsea.
to be fair to Mount, he actually had a decent game. With Amram, he's actually been decent, but can he stay fit? It's still the main concern.
I don't know. I feel like if he, in my opinion, if he doesn't cut, you guys, if he doesn't do well this season, you may have to sell him.
I think he won't. I don't think we'll see the world class Mount we saw at Chelsea. But yeah, I think he can be a good squad player. But for Amram,
Yeah, and then Anthony was actually decent too. Surprisingly, he was
he
actually.
was, to put into perspective how bad Rashford's been, Anthony had a better game than Rashford.
And I'm telling you, man, Rashford, man. Oh, by the way, actually, I don't know if you heard of that. This is a little off topic, but I heard some rumors. I think a few days ago that United were thinking of selling Rashford. Is those rumors true or just BS?
No, I know. I'm pretty sure those are genuine, and this is like very concerning. Like after a performance, like I think, do you remember? I think Rashford score. I think there was that controversy he had with Belfast in February of this year, I believe,
Oh yeah,
where
yeah, yeah. I remember that. I think I remember that.
yeah, he was like, yeah, some controversy about that. And then the Manchester Derby, he scored a scream. He had a crap game, but at least he scored a scream at the Manchester Derby to open the scoring. But this time, it's like huge rumors of him being transfer listed, and he puts a performance like that. Like, it's honestly like he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't know with Rashford. I feel like you guys need to cut your losses. I think
I
it's over.
feel like it might be like a situation like with Sancho. Like, do I regret selling Sancho? No, because what he's doing at Chelsea, he would just never do at United. I just don't think it would work out. I just like even with, for example, with Hanag as well. He's a good. I think in his next job, I think he'll do really well, but it's just not meant to be at United. Same as Sancho, not meant to be. But Rashford, it could be another thing. If he goes to, like, I don't know, PSG or somewhere, I think he'll do really well there. It's just
Yeah,
not
I
meant to be.
think PSG would actually be great for him because PSG desperately need a striker, and I
Yeah,
know he doesn't play as a striker, but
but in Liga, he could do well.
yeah, Liga
And
and I mean, I've looked at all the top teams. I don't see any other top team that suits him better than PSG.
yeah, I think PSG also, like, he's also like, it's also a lot of, getting a lot of, they would actually, I think he would like sell shares at PSG, which might be attractive for him.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, so are you saying that do you want Rashford sold?
Yeah, no, I mean, nah, I even said it in the summer, but then I said it in the summer, but then with Amaran, I think, yeah, after the Everton game, I was like, okay, it's like he scored against Ipswich, had a decent game against Bournemouth, and then yeah, scored a brace against Everton. Then I was like, okay, maybe he's coming back to form, and then he dropped stinkers against Arsenal, Forest, and like it's like back to the same Rashford again, which we saw with now.
Yeah, it's always been like this, man. I think it's just a purple patch. He's like it's kind of like we had Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres recently he's been good for us, and now people are saying, "Oh, look, he's so good. Look how good he's been." Bro, he's just only done this recently. So
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, these type of players are just ridiculously inconsistent. I mean, yeah, I mean, you guys replaced, not replaced, but yeah, you're using the likes of Rafinha and Yamal. I mean, Rafinha was having Ballon d'Or shouts this season, and Yamal is the best player, one of his best young player in world football right now. And yeah, I mean, I don't think we can, we don't have players like that. Like, we can't buy players like that. But yeah, we need to massively improve on Rashford because, I mean, yeah, I think yeah, I'm just tired of Rashford. I think he needs to be sold for his own good as well. And yeah, he just does not look interested, which is the saddest part. And he's a academy player.
You know the sad thing is, I think he only played well just to get the contract renewals. I know that seems really messed up, but I do feel like he did it for that purpose.
It honestly reminded me of what happened with Aubameyang. I remember he was having like first two seasons unbelievable for Arsenal, and then he had a mega contract, became captain of the club. All of it fell down. Of course, Rashford didn't become captain, but he had 30 goal a season. He had, and then gave him a big contract, flopped. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's
I mean, I do think Obama did really well at Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal fans have to appreciate it. They have to respect what he did. So,
yeah,
but
but like, but it shows, and I feel like that type of project, like we can learn some stuff from Arsenal, like the way they treated Özil and Aubameyang. Maybe it was a bit unfair, and these two were like, I mean, Aubameyang was a fantastic player. I mean, Özil is a legend of the game, in my opinion.
yeah,
Both of them were forced out of the club, and we have players who are not even at that level. like, compare any of our players to Özil and Aubameyang at their peak at Arsenal, no comparison at all. And so, yeah, in my opinion, maybe you can give the same treatment to some of these players.
yeah. The interesting part is because United Arsenal, they were like level for a long time now. Like I
Yeah.
remember both teams were not great, and I think when Arteta came in, that's when Arsenal started to punch it, but they started to really be ambitious, and United started to kind of like stay the same or get worse. I mean, I don't know if you would agree with that.
I mean, yeah, and also it's because of the matter of patience. And I'm saying this right now. It might sound like a bold statement, but even with Ten Hag, even till the day he was sacked, I never said Ten Hag out because the performances were bad and the results were very bad, and which is why I wasn't mad or disappointed when he was sacked because the results and performances were bad. But I never set Ten Hag out because, in my opinion, the manager was never the huge problem. It was the players, and and yeah, same thing with Amram, in my opinion, because Arteta first 2 or 3 seasons he finished like eight or something with
Yeah,
Arsenal. Then he started challenging for titles. So with Amarim, I'll give him, in my opinion, as much time as he needs. I think the because I think Eneos will try to ignore the fans as well, because this is their guy. This is, 'cause, Tanak wasn't even their appointment. Amarim is their appointment, so I think Eneos would be much more patient with them.
yeah. And the thing is, like, I haven't really seen that much difference in Amram and Ten Hag. The only thing I've really noticed was that Amram is making more quick substitutions than Ten Hag. Ten Hag usually did late subs, I believe, right?
Also, I think the 3-4-3 is pretty different.
Yeah, the 3-4-3, but like in terms of like actual like playing style, it feels very much the same, like possession. Well, actually, I will say under Amaran, you guys are playing more possession based than counter attacking.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and yeah. I think we are better with Amarim, but the fact of the matter is the quality is still the same.
yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I guess we could do player ratings real quick.
Yeah, I'll just get it up there. Um, on, okay. All right. So yeah, on Nana, I give him. I mean, yeah, five. I mean, no, four actually, because I pretty much it almost cost us the game against Forest. I think it was against Pleasant. It was one goal, so we could come back potentially. But against Forest, it was two goals, which was too big of a margin, and we couldn't come back from that. So yeah, poor by Nana. Mazraoui, I give him a seven. I think he was decent. Same with Delit. I think Delit's actually been pretty underrated. I think both of them have been a pretty good signing. I mean, Mazraoui, of course, has been a better signing, but yeah, Delit's also been a pretty good signing for us. Somewhat, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Uh, Sandro six. Delo, I'm not sure five. Not sure what's happened to Delo. Maybe it doesn't suit his wingback system. But yeah, a player of the season, last season for me. But yeah, this season I don't know what's happened to him, but hopefully it can come good. Casemiro, give him a five. Wasn't wasn't that it really. Bruno, I'll give him a six as well. A bit inconsistent, but he got a final assist, and that's what it does. Malacia, I'll give him a six actually. This is a guy who was out for a year. He's came back and he's actually done a bit. Of course, against Birmingham, I think for the first goal, he got rinsed, and then that's why we conceded. But against Arsenal, in the first half, he had actually a very good game against Saka. And even yesterday, he was all right. So I think, yeah, Malacia, of course, I have concerns with injury with him as well because he was out for a whole year. But if he can stay fit, then yeah, maybe he has a future. Um, Amadiaro can give him a 7, I guess, off the bench. Made a huge impact. I think he was playing at number 10 yesterday. That doesn't really suit him, in my opinion. In my opinion, just play him on the wing. That's his best position. Just play him there. Um, yeah, Rashford, King of 4. I think that was a really poor performance. I mean, even I would even go as far as to say that was probably one of his worst performances of the season. Even with because like that was really really poor. Xerxes 5 had a pretty poor game as well. Then Ugarte 6, Anthony 6, Mount 6, Canacho gave him a 6 as well. Hoyland, I gave him an 8 actually because 2 goals after bench, man of the match, Rasmus Hoyland. And yeah, I mean this guy always said if you give him chances, he'll score. So yeah, also some people who are against Hoyland, I don't know what you think of this. They basically are saying that a striker should be able to create his own chances. What do you think about that?
Uh, well, I don't. I think if you're a lead striker, I don't think Hoyland is a lead striker.
No, but even elite strikers, Haaland doesn't create his own chances.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But the thing is, if you think about it, there's no great strikers that create their own chances now. Like,
No,
like
there's
the thing,
only Harry Kane, no one else.
yeah, and maybe Lewandowski. I'd say probably those two are the.
But isn't Rafinha and Yamal create chances?
I mean, he can do he can score goals. He can score crazy goals on his own. But
No.
but what I'm saying is like the players that we just mentioned, they're like 30 plus. They're like they've been elite for many years. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, the young strikers. There's not really many young strikers that can create his own chances. It seems.
Yeah, I mean, even like the likes of, I mean, I didn't watch him that much, but even players like Aguero and Aguero, even not Rooney, he was different, but Aguero, even Van Persie, and yeah, like many great strikers, they need chances to be created for them. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, like I don't understand. Like, but a striker needs service, and like it's like you should be criticizing the players around him instead of the striker himself because he's not even creating chances. So yeah, and Abraham I give him a six, actually a 7, I think, because at the end of the day we got the win. Give him a minute. Sorry about that. And yeah, I have a match. Ireland, yeah, no
Okay.
surprises there. Yeah. So yeah, at the end of the day, a bit tight, but we're back to winning ways now at least. And now we have got the Manchester Derby coming up. I think it's very interesting. I think it's the. I still wouldn't say we're the favorites. City are still the Premier League champions. They still have better players than us. They have a better
It's
manager than us. It's at their home, but I would still say that in like the last 5 to 6 years, this is I think the worst City team we faced at that year.
yeah. We'll talk more about it tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we will. And yeah, going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, good win yesterday. Pretty happy with pretty
It's
happy.
really interesting.
Yeah.
This is the first time United have won 3 European games in a row in a while.
I think Romanos or something like it's first time in like I think like what 1.5 years or something. That'd be
No.
one European game away.
Oh yeah, that too. That too. Oh my jeez.
but a nice stat I'll point out actually. Rasmus Højlund is now the youngest striker in Manchester United's club history to score 10 goals in Europe.
Yeah, I feel bad for Hoyland because Hoyland was actually probably one of your few passes last season in the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, bro, he was like, he was top scorer in the Champions League and towards the end of the group stage.
That's crazy.
And that was in his first season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, last season as well, he scored 16 goals, which is decent for his first season. Right now, we're in December. Premier League season isn't even halfway over. I think, yeah, 20, 25 goals he can reach this season.
Yeah, and Anthony Martial. What was his best goal scoring season?
22, I believe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even Martial at his yeah. I mean, I think also actually this we were talking about strikers who created long chances. I think not Ronaldo actually as well. He created long chances. I remember Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Um,
Martial. Let me see. I want to see his best scoring season.
yeah, I can check that. I believe it was 22 goals with Ollie, but I'll double check that. No, 23. 2019 to 2020 was a season
Oh
we
yeah, he
signed.
was really good that season. I remember.
That he was actually very good that season, but yeah, that was the only season where he ever reached 20 goals.
Yeah. Do you miss Martial?
Not really. I mean, I think if he didn't have injuries, I think he actually could have been special because and even Ten Hag really liked him. I think when even he even scored a decent amount of goals with Ten Hag, and yeah, of course, the Ballon d'Or clause thing was a bit too much, of course, but no, but like there was probably a reason I was there, right? Because like they saw some talent in there, but yeah, I don't think we ever saw the full potential of that talent because of injuries.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, for United to say good back to winning ways, and let's see what happens at Manchester because the Nottingham Forest loss was bad.
It was bad, but yeah, I mean, City lost against Juventus as well. But I don't even think Juve they didn't even play well from what I saw.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, anyways, I guess we should wrap it up here.
yeah, I can wrap it up here. Yeah, I mean, could be very interesting preview tomorrow. And yeah, I'm actually kind of pumped up for the derby because it's actually a very big game for City as well because actually I'll talk about it tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. Drop post notifications to be notified when we put the next video. And yeah, very exciting and a pretty extensive talk I think we'll have tomorrow on the Manchester Derby for the preview tomorrow. So yeah, see you guys for that one.